Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Central Little League field in Coon Rapids for the championship of the Interleague Majors Championship. Joe Young, Howie Shapiro behind the plate. This is the third place game.
This is.
In this Interleague tournament. Phillies and the Cardinals came in as the 3 and 4 seeds in this tournament, so seeds holding true.
Well, you know, we do this, we certainly do this for the last number of years, and it's really a lot of fun. I know these kids love getting on air, and we love bringing you these broadcasts. We're live tonight, as a matter of fact, Joe Young.
It's always fun to be live.
Yes, absolutely. So this is pride. You want to be able to win and get this third place finish. You're so close to getting to the championship, but you want to come back on a winning note.
Well, and you have coming off a loss on Sunday, you always want to follow a loss with a win and finish your season with a win. There's a look at the National Cardinals, both teams representing the National League here in Coon Rapids. Hunter Oyen will lead things off, followed by Gabe Robideau. Aaron Johnson in the 3 spot. Brendan Sloth, the pitcher, hitting cleanup. Jackson Aurelius, Ricky Petroff, Diego Wasanen, Carter Busta, and Carter Coolmo rounding out the starting order for the Cardinals. Connor Wise getting the start on the mound for the Phillies. There's a defense behind him. Jennings Jermu, Jack Orlikowski, Connor Ostrander in the outfield. Parker Roloff and Kyle Woodward on the right side of the infield. Cameron Kramer and Seth Hansen on the left. Sean Wright is behind the plate for him.
Now we're going to get action started here, Joe Young. Should be a lot of fun.
We are ready to get underway as Hunter O steps in. And the first pitch, fastball right down the pipe, strike one.
Hunter, you know, his favorite baseball player, Hunter, is Joe Mauer. I think he'd like to be hitting a little better than Joe Mauer is this season.
I'm betting without seeing his numbers, he is hitting better than Mr. Mauer this season. That's a good pitch right there. Belt high for a strike. And Wise in control, 1-2.
Hunter's a big fan of the Little League, has a lot of fun with his buddies, but he's always competitive.
Big swing and a miss, and a strikeout for Wise to start his outing.
You know, Connor Wise selected for the All-Star team. First time that he's been done that, so he's been having a nice season. You see the strikeout there.
First pitch popped up left side. Underneath it is the shortstop, Cameron Kramer, for out number 2. Robideau done quickly here in the top of the first.
So far, Connor Wise doing a nice job from the mound, keeping the Cards at bay.
Aaron A.J. Johnson digging in. Pitch up and in, ball 1. And now down and away. Nice stop behind the plate by Wright. Notice all of the Cardinals wearing pink socks. That's
yes,
in honor of AJ's mother, who is battling breast cancer. Shows bunt, pulls it back, takes a strike. And a nice show of unity from his team. Nice solid strike to the outfield. Overrun a little bit, and AJ's going to dig and go for 2. He's in safely with 2 away here in the top of the first inning.
Nice hustle from AJ as he's able to get keep this inning alive with 2 away. Runner at second in scoring position. Again, you can see a nice piece of hit. He's going to swing right through that. A little misplayed in the outfield. Ball gets away, and He's able to get over to third. 2-away. Looking for a base hit, trying to score this first run of the ball game.
This one right back up the middle. Nice snag by Kramer. The throw across is in time. And that will end the threat. And the top half of the first inning. Phillies with their first chance to bat. When we return, you're watching Little League Baseball on CTN.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
Look at the field from the outfield. Hoping to get this in. This is the third place game. Got the championship coming up and immediately following. Weather permitting, of course. This game's supposed to be played on Monday. Was rained out and postponed until Tuesday. Second round of this interleague tournament was supposed to be Saturday, rained out and played on Sunday.
Yeah, we established that with the spring season and so much play missed by the high schoolers, and now it continues over here for the Little League, trying to get these playoffs finished. I wasn't scheduled to do the game last night, so I'm very happy that it rained a little bit, and I'm in attendance here at the Little League Park.
Phillies hoping to get off to a hot start. There's a look at how they'll come to the plate. Jack Orlikowski, the center fielder, will lead things off, followed by Jennings Jermu. Counter-wise, the pitcher hitting third. Cameron Kramer in the cleanup spot. Parker Roloff, Sean Wright, Seth Hansen, Connor Ostrander, and finally Kyle Woodward. Brendan Sloth will have the start for the Cardinals. His defense busted Johnson, Kumo in the outfield. Petrov and Wiseman are the right side of the infield. Robideau at short. Oian at third. Aurelius is behind the plate. And the first pitch to Orlikowski swung on and missed. And another strike. And quickly Orlikowski down in the count 0-2.
When Jack was in single A's, they actually, when he was with the Pirates, won the championship. So far said his favorite memory of Little League, trying to make a new one here tonight.
Fouls this one back and out of play. Stays alive at 1-2.
Now Phillies got out of a little bit of a jam with the runner at third and 2 away in the top of the first.
Another high pitch. This one popped up behind the plate. A chance and a catch by Aurelius for out number one.
A nice play by Jackson Aurelius as he's able to keep an eye on that ball, and there's just enough room here at this ballpark for him to bring it in. Heads up play by the catcher.
Second to the Phillies. Right fielder,
Jermu starts off swinging, falls behind 0-1. Off-speed pitch, stayed high, 1-1.
Jennings earlier in the season, Joe, had a walk-off triple in the Scott Brainerd tournament. It's a good memory for him.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Foul ball puts the count at 1-2. And again, Sloth with a pitcher's count. Outside. Well, a little bit different season for the ball clubs in the Central and National Leagues here in Coon Rapids this year as they opened up their schedule, playing teams from Otsego, Golden Valley, St. Louis Park, Brooklyn Center, little reorganization.
And an opportunity to see teams from other areas that you might not get to see.
And with that one down and away, the count goes full. And that's ball 4. And Jermu will get first base on a walk. First base runner for the Phillies. And the pitcher counter wise with a chance to help his own cause, shows bunt. Pulls back and takes a strike.
Well, the Phillies with one away want to try and take advantage of an opportunity here in their bottom half of the first.
This one hit to the right side under the glove of Weisenen. Turning and heading for third is Jermu. He's in safely without a throw. And runners at the corners with one away after the one-out single.
Like the hustle by Jennings Jermu as he didn't think twice about heading for third as you see the ball get under the glove, and kind of died a little bit in that outfield. Throws into second, no opportunity at the bag. So with one away and runners at the corners, Phillies gonna have something cooking.
Shortstop Connor Kramer looking to do some damage early. Swings at a pitch that might have been a little bit up out of the zone. Underneath it for strike 1. This one hit high and deep to right center, off the fence on a hop. This is going to score both, as Wise was off with the crack of the bat. A 2-run double for Cameron Kramer puts the Phillies on the board first.
Oh, and that was a nice piece of hitting by Cameron Kramer as he's able to drill that ball to the wall and gets a couple of RBI in the process, and the Phillies take that 2-0 lead now with just one away. Again, the fastball's coming in, and he's going to give it a ride. It's bounced just for the wall. 2 runners come across.
Parker Roloff digging in. The pitch a little bit wild. Goes to the backstop. Allows Kramer to scamper over to third base. Still only 1 out, 2 across, and a runner at third for the Phillies. Pitch down and away. And it's 2-0.
Roloff has some power. He's hit some over the fence in his Little League career.
Outside, and it's a 3-0 count. Called strike as Roloff was taken all the way.
Expect a good one here. A nice pitch.
Swung underneath it, and the count goes full. High fly to short right.
Gonna be trouble.
And it is going to drop in no man's land, and runner is going to scamper home. RBI single for Roloff. And it's 3-0. Still here in the bottom of the first inning.
He plays just enough on it to fall between right field and second base. Just touch the green.
Catcher Sean Wright stands in, looks at a strike at the knees.
Sean hit a homer in the Mauer Cup.
This one chopped left side, will find the way through the hole. And 4 straight hits now for the Phillies following the 1-out walk. And their rally continues.
Phillies getting their bats going there. It's a nice piece of hitting as he finds the gap between third and short.
Seth Hansen, third baseman, digs in, looks at a strike on the outside edge at the knees. That one a little bit high, evens the count.
And good job holding off by Seth Hansen. It did drop at the end.
Fastball in there for a called strike, and it's 1-2. 1 away, 3 across. 2 runners on for the Phillies here at the bottom of the first inning. This one popped up left side of the infield. Underneath it is Robideau. He makes the catch just into the outfield grass for out number 2.
He got underneath that pitch just a little bit and popped it up. Just short. Make sure they recorded that 2 away. Want to keep the damage to 3 runs here if they can possibly do that, do the Cardinals.
Number 8 hitter, the left fielder, Connor Hostrander. Looks at a pitch in there for a strike.
Connor's a former home run derby winner.
That one in the dirt. Both runners going to advance on the wild pitch. And now 2 runners in scoring position with 2 away. That one's going to skip away. Both runners trying to advance again. The throw is not in time as Roloff slides in safely. And it's a 4-0 lead.
Oh, good hustle by Roloff. He's able to get off the bag quickly after that ball got behind. Relius
did make a nice recovery and put a good toss back to Sloth at the plate, but Roloff able to slide in safely underneath the tag. Big swing by Ostrander. It's 1-2.
Then Sloth wants to control his pitches and get out of this inning. 4 runs so far put up by the Phillies.
It was 2-2, and now they pitch in the dirt, makes it a full count. Just 1 walk given up in the inning by Sloth. 4 hits for the Phillies. Big swing and a miss. And that will finally end the inning, but 4 on the board for the Phillies. They have a commanding 4-0 lead as we enter the second. You're watching Little League Baseball on CTN.
Really? Buzz, what's up, man? You left some leaves burning out here.
Yeah, I just came in just for a second.
Come on, man. If it's too hot to touch, it's too hot to leave. You could torch the whole neighborhood.
It's a good point there, Smokey.
9 out of 10 wildfires are caused by humans.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Back at the Central Little League. 3rd place game in this interleague tournament. One of the Coon Rapids' finest in attendance.
Chief of Police Brad Wise. I had an opportunity to meet him while I was at the concession stand. And he had a lot of nice things to say about what Joe and I did, mostly about me.
Well, yeah, that is as is to be expected.
But definitely appreciate what we did, what we have done for so many years, and I told him it's we appreciate it as much as everyone else does because we love what we do and we love bringing the athletics to Coon Rapids.
Jackson Aurelius quickly in an 0-2 hole, and he looks at strike 3. It's dropped, throw down in time, so it'll go down as a strikeout with the 2-3 put up. I don't think Aurelius believed that was a strike, but Ricky Petroff will dig in his first at bat out in front of that one, and it's died down in front of him.
Well, you learn at an early age that it never does any good to argue with the men in blue.
It's a good off-speed pitch by Wise. It has a lot of drop on it. Petroff out in front of it again, and quickly again, 0-2. Wise in a hurry. He wants to get his hitters back to the plate. Had a big inning. He was a part of it.
Oh, you know, Ricky Petroff just doesn't play baseball, Joe. Yeah, is also the cross-country skiing state champion at U12.
This one hit to the left side and through the hole. First hit of the inning for the Cardinals. Second of the ball game.
A nice piece of hitting there, able to get a base wrap, put it between third and short.
Fastball up high, shoulder high. It's beat ball one. Diego Wasonen. Shows bunt, pulls it back. It's called a strike.
Diego, good athlete.
Count is 1-1.
His AAA Mets won the city tournament. Team won the city tournament. Remember that squad.
Off-speed pitch, chopped, and will go foul in front of Hansen at third. Count will stay at 1-2.
Didn't realize how much research I did on these young men, Joe, did you?
You are a national treasure.
Yeah, neither did I, though, either. I'm something, I know that. I don't know about a national treasure.
Get some baseballs back to the umpire.
They're putting us to work here at the ballpark. Good eye.
Off-speed pitch falls short, and now it's 2-2. One out, a runner at first base here at the top of the second inning. Cardinals in an early 4-0 hole. Diego battling here.
Head coach Brian Robidoux of the Cardinals.
It's his fourth two-strike foul.
Yeah, one of Brian's assistants, Rick Petroff, was giving the pregame speech, and we were listening in a little bit, and he's telling his team, if you make a mistake, just put it behind you. It's a big game. Just keep your heads big into the game.
This one hit pretty well to center. Back on it, Orlikowski able to make the grab as he closed in on the fence out there. Good ride by Wasonen, but comes up just short.
Oh, nice job, Orlikowski going back for it, but you're right. He did give it a ride to center field. It looked like it was going to drift a little further. He had just a little bit of a hop to get there.
Cardabusta shows bunt, pulls back, pitch is low, and it skips away from right. And moving over to second on the pass ball is Ricky Petroff.
Well, that's important here for the Phillies, see if they can get a run across here with the runner in scoring position, 2 away.
Shows bunt again, pitches down and in, 2-0.
Want to cut into the lead here. The Phillies have achieved 4-0 at this point.
Showing bunt yet again, taking it back, and a strike called at the letters. 2-1. Wise fouls this one back. Wise kicks and fires. This one hit to short, scooped up by Kramer. The throw is in time for out number 3. We go to the bottom of the second. It's Phillies 4, Cardinals 0. You're watching Little League Baseball on CTN.
listen now. Can you hear the bluebirds? Oh, look up now. Can you feel the sun?
Bit of a breeze blowing in from center field, clouds thickening up. Storms coming in tonight. Will we be able to get in a pair of ball games before that? We shall find out. So far, an inning and a half, the Phillies in control with a 4-0 lead. Kyle Woodward, the number 9 hitter, the only one not to hit in the first inning for the Phillies. Looks at a pitch down and away, ball 1. Sloth actually throwing pretty decent pitches, but the Phillies able to do a nice job of just hitting them where they aren't.
Well, Kyle hit his first home run this year. It's always that exciting feeling when you hit your first one.
I wouldn't know. Warning track power.
I was 12, and that's my last one.
Fouled back over the screen into the creek, and that's why they go through so many ballparks.
Yeah.
Baseballs here at the Central Ballpark.
Yeah, they do. Not much distance between the backstop and the creek.
That one misses down and away, and it's a full count. Sloth did give up 1 walk in that first inning. Woodward battling, fighting that one off.
There's about a 30% chance of rain for the rest of the evening. So, to me, that sounds. I think we're going to probably get a game in. Get a couple
like
of games.
A 70% chance of continuing this and finishing this.
And those are good odds.
Strong.
Those are good odds.
Leadoff walk for Woodward. Phillies go back to the top of the order. Orlikowski popped it up behind the plate first time up. First pitch high and wide.
Well, the Cards certainly cannot afford any more damage here with that leadoff runner. They have to be concerned.
This one skied in the infield, now drifting into foul territory, and this time Aurelius cannot make the play. Got underneath it, just couldn't quite get the glove oriented.
Jackson disappointed, shook his head, knew he should have caught that one.
Orlikowski will be living on some borrowed
yes,
time.
Yes, absolutely. He'll take it.
Went down after that one, falls behind in the count 1-2. Got a piece of that, stays alive. That pop-up originally looked like it was going to get into the infield, and just drifted foul. And by the time Aurelius got there, couldn't quite get it in the mitt. Big swinging strike 3. Second strikeout of the afternoon for Brendan Sloth.
Well, Aurelius can feel a little bit better that the fact that he couldn't gather that one in didn't hurt him. Nice pitch.
Fastball right at the belt. Jermu watches it for a strike. Jermu walked and scored first time up. Pitch is low.
Again, trying to keep that ball a little lower in the zone, see if he can get a Philly hitter to commit.
Meat of the order able to do some damage for the Phillies first time through. They are hoping to repeat that task here in the second. Runner at first, 1 out. The 2-1 pitch is high, 3-1.
Sloth having a little bit of trouble finding the zone here.
And that's ball 4, 2 walks to start the inning for Sloth.
Not the way that he wanted to start this one.
Pitch is down in the dirt, skips to the backstop. Both runners going to advance on the wild pitch.
Now Phillies take advantage of opportunities. See if they can get some additional runs across here.
Connor Wise trying to help his cause. Singled and scored first time up.
Again, good patience to that plate that's up high. You want to be able to knock in runs, but you got to have patience. Got to wait for that nice pitch that you can hit.
Again, high 3-0. And a 4-pitch walk, back-to-back walks. And the bases are loaded with only 1 out.
Yeah, tough spot for the Cardinals here.
Cameron Kramer delivered the biggest blow in that first inning. A 2-run double that hit the fence in right center. They're going to try and settle their pitcher here a little bit.
Brian Robert are going to take a walk out to the mound, talk about things, brings his infield in. How he wants to approach this here with just 1 away and already trailing 4-0, bases loaded. Looking to try to see if they can find a way to get out of the inning with little or no damage. Head coach Rick Petroff with the Phillies, smile on his face. He has to like the situation here. It's early.
But a good hitter in Cameron Kramer coming up with a chance to do some serious damage here. First pitch down and away. Only one of the last 10 has found the zone for Brendan Sloth since getting the strikeout for the only out of this inning. That one in the dirt all the way to the backstop. Woodward will stay put at third, so no advance.
See the bullpen for the Cardinals getting some action.
And now 3-0.
Looks like Isaiah Comfort get his arm warmed up.
That one misses outside, ball 4. And that'll bring in a run, 5-0 Phillies. I think that's going to be it for Brendan Sloth after back-to-back 4-pitch walks. 4 walks in the inning.
Yeah, I know it's a disappointed young man. Wanted to start a little differently. I think he's going to go over short.
Like he and Robideau are going to switch spots. We'll take a short break, give Robideau a chance to warm up a little bit. We'll be back with more from the Central Little League Ballpark after this.
So, what is CTN Studios? Well, we're the local cable TV station in Coon Rapids. We bring you news, events, city government, sports, all the things that are happening in and around our community. So that means you'll find out what's going on next door, or at City Hall, or at the local schools. It's information other stations don't think is important, but we think it's information that's important to you. Want to know when streets are being fixed? Or learn new ways we can recycle? Or how the local teams are doing? You can find all of this on CTN. It's not just about bringing the community to you. It's about bringing you to the community. 'Cause we think you'll like it here. CTN Studios, building community through cable.
Back at the ballpark, and we're going to have a pitching change early here as Brendan Sloth, in the first inning, he got roughed up a little bit, 4 hits.
He did.
Gave up 4 runs, but he's throwing a lot of strikes, just a real tough time finding the strike zone here in the second inning. Surrenders 4 walks and a strikeout in the 5 men he faces.
Right.
And again, just since getting that strikeout, he threw 13 pitches, only 1 for a strike.
Yeah, and down 4-0 already at this point, or 5-0 already at this point. It makes it difficult for the Phillies to try and get out of for the Cardinals to try and get out of this hole. So, we'll see if a pitching change can kind of stop the damage here a little bit and get back up to the plate and an opportunity to get some runs.
Well, and you need to stop the bleeding.
Yeah.
Try and keep it from getting away from you. You want to at least get this game to go the distance. You didn't get to this point to play just 4 innings. Parker Roloff, an RBI single, his first time up, comes to the plate with the bases loaded and only 1 out. Looks at a first pitch strike.
Good job by Aurelius not letting that ball get behind him.
And now up and in, 1-1.
Keep something low and get something hit on the ground. That would probably be their best bet outside of a strikeout.
This one hit down the line, it'll get foul. Wasn't really well hit, but had it stayed fair, it would have been very, very dangerous because it was, again, right in that no man's land. You got Jermu at third, Wise at second, Kramer at first. This one hit high to center. Underneath it is Johnson. He makes the catch. Tagging and coming home is Jermu. Sacrifice fly makes it a 6-run lead for the Phillies.
Well, he did his job. He kept this ball deep enough in the outfield, allowing a run to score. No opportunity for a play to the plate. And as you mentioned, they got that 6th run of the inning quickly to tag and head home. 6-0 in favor of the Phillies.
Sean Wright, a swinging strike to start his at bat. He singled, was left stranded at third base in the first inning. This one blooped to short, backing up on it is Sloth for out number 3. Phillies add 2 more. They lead 6-0 after 2. We'll be back after this with more Little League Baseball on CTN.
Once its sights are set, nothing can stop the ferocious lion from capturing its prey. Relying on keen senses, lions search patiently before striking with alarming speed. Wait for it. Gotcha, Mr. Piece of Rubbish. He is truly the master of his environment. Do good, be a lion.
That's how you enjoy a hot summer day at the ballpark.
Absolutely.
Throwing a little product advertising. You got to write the company now and see if I can't get a little bit of kickback for.
Good luck to you.
A
little bit of dough.
Mentioning them by name.
We'll see if they'll give you a little dough and they'll send you the dough they use to make the cookies.
Right. So bottom of the order due up for the Cardinals.
Cameron Kramer will be your new pitcher for the Phillies. We are live on YouTube. Certainly check us out. Anything you want to see, you can find a number of things that we do on YouTube. But we are now live on YouTube. All the time live on YouTube when we are live.
Got some new fielders in the infield too. Kramer had been at short. Comes in throwing strikes. That one misses low. Big swing by Carter Kay. Comes up empty, 1-2.
We have Sidney Kerr at third base. I can't see who we have at short. You know, as you know,
and I don't
being
know
involved
that
in Little League, you change the lineups frequently.
You got to get everybody a chance to play. Phillies maybe doing that a little bit early. Off-speed pitch, Kuhlmo out, way out in front of it for strike 3.
A nice pitch there, a little bit outside, but he's able to get batter to swing.
Back to the top of the order.
Kuhlmo.
Hunter Oyen went down swinging his first time up. Kramer coming out throwing darts. Gets ahead in the count 0-2.
Hunter also a basketball player. Baseball not his only choice.
And
sport
a
of choice.
3-pitch strikeout. Back-to-back strikeouts to start his outing.
Nice way to start the inning when you come in here with back-to-back Ks.
It's all about the catcher, in my opinion, but we've had that discussion plenty of times.
Yes, we have.
That was number 2, the pitcher,
Gabe Robideau, first pitch, bunting and beating it out. Good speed, wow.
We always like those speedy base runners. A couple of outs. Cardinals trying to get something going.
They need it.
They do need it. Trailing 6-0.
Isaiah getting his first at bat. Quickly behind 0-2. Pitch down and away. Nice stick by the catcher right. At least I don't think that's right anymore either.
You're wrong.
Nice stuff.
It's tough to see his number. Is it 7?
7.
Yeah, it's 7.
It's Connor Wise.
Yes, it is.
Who had pitched.
Who is the son of Chief of Police Brad Wise.
Good try, buddy. Good try.
Swinging strike, so bunt single, but 3 strikeouts for Cameron Kramer. And a relatively quick inning puts the Phillies back to the plate, already up 6-0. You're watching Little League Baseball on CTN.
Did you know the lion's sense of vision is so powerful, it actually enables nearby creatures to see better? Here we see lions assisting the offspring of others, while their parents are elsewhere in the wild. Brilliant, isn't it? Making the wild kingdom look much better indeed. Do good, be a lion.
Oh, sweetheart. Gonna give you a hand?
No thanks, Dad. I got it.
Okay. I'm gonna go fix the lamp in your room.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of children in foster care who will take you just as you are.
as of right now, a beautiful day at the ballpark. It was hot and humid all afternoon, but it's cooled down. A little breeze coming in from the outfield. Clouds rolling in. Could be stormy later, but it looks like we'll be able to get these games in.
Yeah, I think so. I was a little concerned this morning that they wouldn't be, the way the radar was looking and the way the percent of precipitation for around this time. But they kind of backed off a little bit and said probably nothing until after midnight. So
Tell you what, the National League, I got to say, I like the coaching unis for National League coaches. Phillies with 4 runs in the first, 2 more in the second. It's going to drop foul. Hunter Rosewall getting his first at bat.
Well, as you mentioned, everybody gets an opportunity to play here. And you've managed in the past, and it's not always easy. You got to develop a rotation, get your players at least some time.
Swing Sky, not a play. I have.
Yep.
I have. Forced out of coaching after last year.
The big controversy.
Well, I don't know if it was very controversial, but I was told that my services were not appreciated by some at the ballpark. Fortunately, he's still going to allow me to coach hockey.
That's good. That's good. I'm glad to hear that because I know that's your
that's
your first.
I've told him if we get to that point, I will go coach someplace else. I'll coach someone else.
Well, as surprising that is, I thought everybody loved you. I guess apparently there's a couple that don't.
No, just one.
Or just one. Well, I guess one sometimes is all it takes.
Full count pitch is just inside and a leadoff walk for Hunter Rosewall. Well, it just...
it is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I do give little tips to the other kids on his team, and they seem to appreciate it. I'm there to help in any way I can.
I know, because you're a given guy.
He said, "Can't you just be dad?" I said, "Sure."
Maybe.
That was Zach Bonnewell, his first at bat. He gets a single back through the middle. And the Phillies got something cooking. 2 on, nobody out.
Oh yeah, Phillies again have something cooking with a couple on and nobody out, and they've made the most of their opportunities tonight. Up 6-0.
Pitch skips away. Both runners are going to advance. Throw down to third, but he's there well in front of the throw. This one chopped. It's just going to die. Scooped up by the catcher. No throw. Oh. He faked the throw. Rosewall tried to come home. He's tagged out.
Yeah, no opportunity to get the run, and they'll take that. They certainly will. The Cardinals, they get that lead runner, get that first out of the inning. As you mentioned, there was going to be no play at first base.
Good heads up.
Yep.
Play by Aurelius, noticing the runner was trying to score behind him.
We're getting a change again in pitchers.
Means we'll take another break. We'll be back with more Little League Baseball after this on CTN.
I'm one unlucky guy. The chance of being involved in a robbery is 1 in 757. The chances of being struck by lightning 1 in 750,000.
Please fasten your seatbelts for unexpected turbulence.
The chances of being a victim in an airline crash? 1 in 29 million. Hey, could I get some peanuts? The chances of being involved in a car crash are far greater than lightning strikes and plane crashes. And if you are texting while driving, your risk of crash increases 23 times. Now, I may be an unlucky guy, but I don't have to be part of that statistic, and neither do you. Drive responsibly.
Isaiah Comfort will be the new pitcher for the Cardinals.
Looks like
he'll inherit a couple of runners with no one out here in the third inning, or with one out.
One away. Yep. Gabe Robidoux is going to move. Robidoux is going to move over to second.
Makes it hard to keep up for.
It does.
Back here, everything.
A lot of changes.
So what happened to Diego?
I'm trying to. Is he at?
Now pitching for the Cardinals, number 15, Isaiah.
Look at
the Phillies, number 2, Jack Olikowski.
I'm not sure he's in the game.
Back to the top of the order, Jack Olikowski. Pitches outside, skips away from Aurelius. Both runners will advance on the pass ball.
Exactly what the Cardinals didn't want to happen here, coming in with a new pitcher. One pitch and runners advance a base.
Olikowski, a little pop-up, dives in front of Robidoux, trying to make a diving play.
Oh, good effort.
And it'll be an RBI single.
Good effort by Robidoux, trying to make a dive at that, but just couldn't get it in the glove. See it again here. Got underneath it. It's going to drop. Good effort.
Skips off his glove a little bit, and Bonnewell easily trots home. First pitch to Jermu. Fly to left field, and he's out. Round number 2.
Cards again trying to get out of an inning with little damage.
Connor Wise, a single and a walk, scored back in the first inning. Was the starting pitcher, ducks away from that fastball inside. Speed pitch, line to second, and Robidoux there with the glove for out number 3. Phillies add one more, they lead 7-0. You're watching Little League Baseball on CTN.
You sure you don't want some? It's chamomile. Listen, you are extremely terrifying. Just the scariest undead subhuman thing on TV, and I really mean that. But I am worried that you could give my kids nightmares if they see you, so I'm gonna have to block you. So that's it. Oh, and tell the zombies they're blocked too.
And we're out. You got plans?
You bet. $50 million Americans struggle with hunger, but we can do something about it.
Excuse me. What's going on?
Dinner. Please join me in helping put food on their tables. Together, we can feed America.
You guys keep going. I'm gonna get the plates.
Plates?
Find your local food bank at feedingamerica.org/hunger.
We are back, Joe, at the ballpark.
And the Phillies have been all about the offense. 4 straight hits, for 4 runs in the first inning. And their pitchers have kept the Cardinals off balance since. Just 3 hits allowed in the 3 innings.
And they've really put the Cardinals in a hold, up 7-0.
Cameron Kramer gave up a bunt single in his first inning of work. Outside of that, 3 strikeouts. Brandon Sloth, who started on the hill for the Cardinals, will lead off this 4th inning. Grounded out to short his first time up. Off-speed pitch is in there for a strike.
Yeah, did a nice job just nipping that corner. Similar pitch, got him again.
A little more speed on that one. Off-speed pitch, reaches out, pokes it into center. A leadoff single.
Well, sometimes you protect yourself with 2 strikes, and a nice job of hitting there is able to reach out, poke that into the outfield. Again, he's just going to reach out. It's the back of that infield.
First pitch. Will skip away out into the outfield. I didn't see where that caught him.
I think it caught him on the foot. We'll see if we can see it again.
He was hopping. Kind of a
right on the
right shin.
Yep. Took a bad bounce right at the end there. He thought he was going to be able to field that cleanly.
Got to put runners at the corners with nobody out.
Well, this is certainly what the Cardinals need here, trailing 7-0, an opportunity to put some runs on the board.
Ricky Petroff singled his first time up. Would like to get it here again and get his team on the board.
Nice stop by Wise.
Down and away, 2-0.
And really is able to take second. We have runners at second and third now. Nobody out.
Fouled, not a play. Fastball in there for a strike, evens the count at 2-2. It's that good changeup. Gets Petroff rather out in front of it. Strike 3.
A big strikeout, gets that first out of the inning, and you mentioned that change, a nice pitch. Even though on that outside of the plate, it tails off, and it fools the batter, and you get him to swing.
Wow. Right down the line, and a very quick out on one pitch.
Oh, nice play at the bag.
Kept Sloth from getting home.
Yep. Looked like it hit on the other side of the line.
That's a foul ball and a half.
Yeah.
That one spun back into fair territory. But clearly hit the ground twice in foul territory. Vinny Gonzalez. Vinny the Rocket Schnabel. I've been waiting for him.
Yeah.
Drops
nice
out
bunt.
a bunt. You're not going to get him. Maybe you are.
Oh, you did.
Dang it. And that's going to be the third out of the inning. Cardinals going to leave a couple of runners stranded in scoring position. Bottom of the fourth coming up, Phillies with a 7-0 lead.
You wouldn't let money just blow out of your house. So when your AC or heater is on, make sure the doors, windows, and fireplace flue are shut tight. If you're headed out, turn down the AC. or lower the heat by 10 degrees. And always keep your water heater set at 120. A little bit of common sense goes a long way. Get more great tips at energysaver.gov.
Kids will spend 8 minutes decorating their little brother.
Brushing for 2 minutes now can save your child from severe tooth pain later. 2 minutes, twice a day. They have the time.
Phillies fans definitely enjoying what they've seen so far tonight. Their team an opportunity to end this one early if they can score 3 here in the bottom of the 4th. That would be all she wrote.
Well, it's turned out to be a little better day at the ballpark than anticipated. Good crowd here on hand to watch this third place game. We're going to have a championship between the Dodgers and the A's following this one, and I believe, weather permitting, after that game, the home run derby.
Isaiah Comfort threw just 5 pitches to get the last 2 outs of the 3rd inning. Will face Cameron Kramer to lead off the 4th. Kramer, a 2-run double and a run scored in the 1st, then walked with the bases loaded in the 2nd.
Able to get his bat out and get a piece of that one.
Pitch is low, 1-1. Ricky Petroff now taking over behind the plate for the Cardinals.
A nice pitch, able to keep that one in the zone. Which kind of 1-2. Comfort pitching from a position of comfort.
Waiting for that one?
Yeah, just came to me. There it is.
Called 3rd strike. Little off-speed pitch just drops in on the inside edge for the first out of the inning.
Watch the bottom drop off of that one. What Kramer could do other than take a little hike back to the dugout.
Parker Roloff, an RBI single, his first time up, a sacrifice fly the last time he came to the dish. Looks at that off-speed pitch for a strike. Fastball swung out and missed. One misses low, 1-2. Protecting the plate.
Almost hit the
trying to take out the CTN truck.
Yeah, it definitely wouldn't be the first time, and I know it won't be the last. Somebody hits our truck. Close to it.
Trying to match the damage done by Jeremy Millington. Can't be done with the baseball.
Both physically and emotionally.
Fall back and out of play. That was a wasted shot taking it.
He's not even here.
At Millington, he's not. Like I said, he's not even here.
Yeah, somebody else. We should tweet it out later.
This one hit really well to left, going back, and this one's gone. Parker Roloff, touch them all. The solo shot makes it an 8-0 lead for the Phillies.
That pitch up a little bit in the zone, but Roloff able to get all of that, and he drove that ball a ways. He was able to connect on that fastball high in the zone.
Fouled off a couple of 2-strike pitches, and then this one, he said, I like that.
Yeah, he did like that.
It's a little
pitch.
above the letters, but I'll take it. And there's Vinny out there saying, I can't get to it. As fast as I am,
I can't reach it. That is Sidney Care.
Her first at bat, rolled on the left side. Slaw throws it over. Good scoop at the plate at first by Aurelius. Crowd number 2. Hunter Rosewall. His second at bat, swings and misses.
For the Phillies, number 100, Rosewall.
Outside of that fastball up in the zone, Zay Comfort doing a nice job here in this inning. Gave one that one pitch that was high and made him pay on it.
Right where he wants to be, a 1-2. Speed pitch, misses high. And now a full count. Popped up in the infield. Coming out from behind the plate is Petrov to squeeze it tight for out number 3. But a home run by Roloff will increase the lead. It's 8-0 in favor of the Phillies as we head for the 5th.
This is my computer.
This is your computer. Let's go on the internet.
Let's go. Click it.
Yes.
Okay.
I cursor in between the R and the E. Racing dot, I want you to just push the period.
She's gonna love me all over again now.
That's it. Jamaica, here you come.
Here we go.
Good job.
Thank you. Thank you. And I did it by myself. Feel smarter.
Okay, so we drowned the fire.
Yep.
Stirred it. Drowned it again. And now just feel if it's cold.
Yeah.
Cool.
Smokey just gave me a bear hug.
I know. I already posted it.
Offense all on one side in this interleague third place game. Phillies came out swinging 4 hits and 4 runs in the first inning. Added 2 more in the second, 1 more in the third, and then the home run in the fourth to make it 8-0.
Yeah, Philly's been in charge from start so far here in this ball game, and they've taken advantage of opportunities. And as you see, the round tripper by the Phillies to make it 8-0.
Carter Ingebrigtsen, his first at bat. Pitch misses outside, 2-1. Fouls this one back.
Carter goes old school on his favorite athlete. It's Joe DiMaggio. I like that. He's a deep thinker.
An athlete that you are the only one in attendance that is old enough to have seen.
Absolutely. I had his rookie card the year he was a rookie. I look pretty good, though, for my age, don't I? It's all that working with you. It keeps me young.
Right. Thought you put that rookie card in your spokes.
Well, not that one. I knew someday that was going to be worth some money, so I did put cards in my spokes when I was a youngster.
Leadoff walk puts Ingebrigtsen at first. Back to the top of the order for the Cardinals. Hoyne could not hold off. He's 0 for 2, a pair of strikeouts. Quickly in an 0-2 hole here to Cameron Kramer. Foul back to the backstop.
Cardinals liking to get on the board here in this game, top of the 5th. Still, the goose egg sits in their score column.
Pitch skipped in the dirt. Ingebrigtsen moves over to second pretty easily.
Sun out at the ballpark. Nature is shining on us here this afternoon. I always say it's a good day for two.
One misses outside, full count. Kramer in danger of back-to-back walks.
I used to say that. That was one of my favorite sayings. Good day
Was
for two. Yeah.
This one lofted to right and will fall between the fielders. They're going to send Ingebrigtsen. He'll score. It's an RBI single. And the Cardinals finally on the board here in the 5th.
Yeah, good opportunity for the Cardinals getting on the board, getting their first run of the afternoon, trying to dig out of that 8-0 hole. Now down by 7.
Cardinals, Gabe Robideau. Little soft liner just over the hand of the third base minder.
Well, Cardinals having a nice inning with nobody out. Carter Busta is a courtesy runner now over at second base for the Cardinals. There you see a nice base hit. Keep this going. Robideau.
Comfort showed the bunt, pulled it back, takes it for ball 1. That one didn't miss by much.
Busta challenging the Phillies to make a play over at the bag at second. Trying to get Connor Wise to throw down.
Up high, 3-0. And after 2 pretty solid innings, Kramer having some trouble here to start the 5th. It's going to be ball 4. And the base is loaded here, still nobody out, 1 run already across.
Yeah, you're running out a little bit of time, but you're chipping away at it in a great position here for the Cardinals in the 5th. Still plenty of opportunity left in this ball game.
Brendan Sloth, 1 for 2. Fastball right there for strike 1.
Batting for the Cardinals, number 14, Brendan.
And now Kramer seems to have found the zone. Back-to-back fastballs for strike. Puts him in control 0-2.
Again, he's doing a good job of keeping that pitch down.
Speed pitch. Gets Sloth swinging for the first out of the inning. A big out for the Phillies.
Yeah, absolutely. They obviously needed that again. Now, if you keep that ball in that zone, even if the ball has contact, maybe you hit it on the ground, you get a chance to get out of this inning with little damage.
Jackson Aurelius, strikeout and a single in his 2 trips. One big hit is all it takes now with the bases loaded to put the Cardinals right back in this ball game. That one's in the dirt, skips to the backstop. Here comes the runner, and he is in safely underneath the tag. Everyone will advance on the wild pitch.
Close play at the plate. Throw's going to come in, and
Busta slides in safely.
Yeah. Well, Busta was being aggressive on the base pass. He was daring the throw down.
Really is behind that pitch. It's 1-1. That pitch in the dirt all the way to the backstop. Robideau took a couple hard strides, but will stay at third. This one fouled back out of play. It's even at 2-2. Outside, full count. Runners at second and third, 1 out, 2 already across here for the Cardinals in the top of the 5th inning. They trail 8-2. This one foul. And we'll see another payoff pitch. Down in the dirt. Robideau going to try and score this time, and he's going to slide in safely well in front of the throw, which skipped out to short. And it's also ball 4, so Aurelius will trot down the baseline to first. Comfort now at third base.
Yep, as you said, runners at the corners did a nice job of beating that throw, not able to gather it in, going past Kramer. Meeting at the mound for the Phillies. They've given 3 runs back here in the top of the 5th with just 1 away and runners at the corners. We're gonna have a pitching change.
And as we do, we'll take a break. We'll be back with more Little League from Central Little League Parker right after this on CTN.
Time to wake up.
I've got a job to do today.
I've got a job to do today.
Don't forget, you've got a job to do today.
Hey, Mom. I got the job. Thanks.
I've got the job. Welcome aboard.
Have a good first day at work, Mom.
Your donations to Goodwill fund job training programs right in your community.
Feels good to start fresh, right?
Sure does. And like that, you're a job creator.
Well, it's been exciting ball game so far, and the Cardinals trying to make it even more so. trying to make a run at it. They trailed by 8, but have now cut into that lead. And Jack Orlikowski did the 3rd pitcher of the afternoon for the Phillies.
Orlikowski trying to get the Phillies out of this inning and back to the plate, trailing, or I'm saying leading by 5.
He'll inherit a couple of runners, only 1 out, 3 runs already across here for the Cardinals. And that's, I think, the big thing right now is, Kramer got a little bit wild, threw a couple to the backstop, and that's how a couple of these runs have scored for the Cardinals.
We talked about tweeting earlier. Follow us on Twitter. We are all over the social media. Make sure you follow us. You'll get all sorts of good stuff.
Ricky Petrov, first one to face Orlikowski. He takes a strike. Petrov a single back in the 2nd inning. Struck out his last time up. Aurelius was running on the pitch, and they pay him little mind with the runner at 3rd base. Big cut by Petrov, comes up empty, 1-2.
Yeah, nice pitch there. Put in a position, the strikeout here would be big for the Phillies.
Reaches out, hits a fly ball to left center. It's going to drop. And he will pull in at 2nd base with an RBI double.
That cuts the lead in half. Cardinals making a run at it. Up until now, haven't been able to get their offense going, but doing a good job here.
Aurelius may have scored on that, but he had to stay at 2nd in case that was caught. Pitch in the dirt, nice stab by Wise.
Now batting for the Cardinals, number 7, Isaiah.
Pitch a little to the outside that time.
Johnson, the soft liner, that'll get past the 2nd baseman. That'll score 1 more run. And we got a ball game.
We do, no doubt. A good job. Another nice piece of hitting at the plate for the Cardinals. No opportunity to field that ball, and Cards get another run.
Runners to the corners, 1 out. Vinny Schnabel turns to bunt. Pulls it back, takes a strike. Move that back runner over to 2nd. Rounded to 3rd. Schnabel is out at 1st, but he will drive in a run.
I'll make it 8-6 now, and Cardinals, tip your hats to them. Could have hung their heads down 8-0, but they have done a nice job of getting back into this ball game.
Ingebretson started this whole thing with a walk. His 2nd at bat of the inning. This one is going to roll foul. Up and in. And now 3-1.
A couple of pitches, back-to-back pitches that Card had to get out of the way of.
Will get out of play, and the count will go full. 6 runs in the inning for the Cardinals. Runner at third. That one's in the dirt. Nice stop by Wise. It's ball 4 though. And Ingebrigtsen will go to first. His second walk of the inning.
Yeah, runners at the corners with 2 away. Cardinals again trying to keep this momentum going.
Pitch in there for a strike to Owen. He had an RBI single, later scored in this inning. Actually, his courtesy runner scored. So it fouled back, and it's 0-2. Misses outside, 1-2.
Tried to get that pitch to drop, but as you mentioned, too far outside.
Tying run in scoring position with 2 away here in the 5th. This one is hit over the head of the shortstop, overrun, and this is going to score both. We got a brand new ball game.
Wow, what an inning for the Cardinals. And again, they talked about in their pregame huddle, just don't worry about the mistakes you've made. You just don't forget about them and continue to plug away. And look what they've done. They've come back after trailing 8-0 and have tied this contest up at 8. And there's new life in that dugout.
First pitch swinging for Gabe Robideau. And it's fouled out of play. Robideau singled and scored in this inning. Had a bunt single also in this game. Swings a pitch in the dirt. It's one he wishes he had back.
Absolutely.
Back out of play. It'll stay 0-2. 12th batter of the inning. 8 have scored. 2 outs and a runner at first base. Robideau would love to keep this rally going.
Hey, number 2, don't open up so quick.
Coming in to make the catch is Orlikowski, but boy, did the bats get going for the Cardinals. They score 8 times in the 5th, and we're all tied up going to bottom half. You're watching Little League Baseball on CTN.
Maybe he's really focused.
Hey, Michael. Michael. Maybe he likes spinning the wheels.
Maybe he just loves trucks.
Maybe he's just being a boy.
Preoccupation with objects is one early sign of autism. Learn the others today. The sooner it's diagnosed, the better.
Are you getting this, honey?
Oh, prime time. We are rolling.
All right, Mama's gonna bring it home. Mama's gonna bring it home. Okay.
Come on, watch this guy.
Oh, backwards.
Oh, don't. Okay.
It went into Bob and Carol's yard. Oh, no? Okay,
Yeah.
here it comes.
Oh, no!
Challenge your kids to be active and eat healthy.
All right, let's see what you can do. Let's go.
They might surprise you.
Let's go.
Search We Can for more ideas on how you and your kids can get healthy together.
Five hits, 8 runs in that inning for the Cardinals, and they have wiped out the Phillies' 8-run lead.
They really did, and Ged, you go back into in the field, you have a new sense of purpose out there, tied at 8. You're back into this game.
Bonnewell backs out, but it's called strike. Bonnewell singled and scored his only time at the plate so far. And now 1-2. Has Comfort a little more comfortable on the hill in a tie ball game.
It's in his comfort zone, right?
Big swing and miss, strike 3. Bonnewell will run, but the throw down will complete the strikeout.
Now batting for the Phillies, number 5, Kyle.
Kyle Woodward walked and scored in the second, singled in the third. Swings and misses here.
Good patience at the plate for Kyle there, holding the count at 1-1.
Misses low, 2-1. Cardinals got to be careful about letting the Phillies get that one right back.
Oh yeah, because you have the momentum now.
1-out walk for Woodward. You hate to give those walks to the bottom of the order.
Yeah, you've got 1 out in the inning, and again, you're just going to try and get out of this without any damage. But you're right, Joe. It's important for the Cards, especially in this inning, to keep the Phillies off the base paths.
Orlikowski, first pitch. And that was just foul in front of the third base bag.
A good thought on that hit there by Orlikowski, just trying to wrap it down that third baseline, awful close.
Now running at first base for the Phillies, number 4,
Connor Ostrander will take over at first for Woodward. The go-ahead run. They want a little more speed over there, and it looks like it's going to be the end for Comfort. Yeah. We'll take another break. Let them warm up the next hurler. We got a tie ball game in this interleague third place game. You're watching it on CTN.
All right, give me a spot. You know my motto, safety first.
They could be dangerous. I think we should call animal control.
Animal control?
To be safe.
Don't worry.
Just...
I got this. It's a new motto.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you.
Did you know kids who play outdoors have healthier lungs?
Totally. Did you know that boys that play with dolls make better husbands? My son has lots of dolls.
But did you know terry cloth diapers breathe better?
I did.
It's totally true.
Oh, yeah.
Did you guys know statistically friendly kids have more friends?
Yeah. That's obvious.
Did you know most people think they're using the right car seat for their kid, but they're not?
Parents who really know it all know for sure that their child is in the right seat. Visit safercar.gov/the right seat to make sure your child is protected.
Cardinals trying to keep the momentum. They definitely took it by the horns in the top half of this inning, scoring 8 times and erasing that big lead by the Phillies that started from the first inning. And as we reach the late innings, we're trying to hold on. Jackson Aurelius will come in.
Again, you have a runner at first. You just gave up. You just got a nice inning to tie this game up. And you mentioned you just want to keep run production down here if you're the Cardinals.
Well, and it's weird to see him throw one pitch to Orlikowski and then leave with an 0-1 count. But Aurelius doesn't matter. It doesn't mind coming in with an advantage in the count. Good fastball, and Orlikowski can't catch up. 1-2. Had some heat on it, but in the dirt all the way to the backstop, and Woodward, or I'm sorry, that's not Woodward anymore. We said that. We determined that. That Ostrander was running, and he's easily to second base on the wild pitch. 2-2 count. Orlikowski. High fly to right. Ostrander tags and will move to third on the fly ball.
The Cardinals, hopefully they, even though the runners at third with 2 away, just be concerned about that hitter at the plate and get out of the inning without letting the Phillies regain that lead they had the inning before.
Jenny Jermu 0 for 1. Pair of walks. First pitch, swinging. That's a base knock, and it will drive in that go-ahead run. Went up out of the zone to get that one. And a good result puts his team back in front, 9-8.
How important is that for confidence to get back for the Phillies? They're able to get that lead again. A nice piece of hitting. No question about it. Drives in that run.
Pitch is high all the way to the backstop. Jermu will scramble over to second.
Well, now you have to be concerned you don't want to give up another one with a runner in scoring position.
And a decent hitter in
I was just
Connor
gonna say,
Wise
and a
at the
good
plate.
hitter.
This one chops and rolls slowly to third. The throw is high, takes him off the base. He's safe. And there will be runners at the corners. It's just a slow roller. Had to hurry the throw a little bit.
Yeah, the throw to the bag may have had him. Quite possibly would have had him. But because the throw was high, took him off the back, gave an opportunity for the Phillies to get an additional base runner.
Cameron Kramer, 3 RBI in the game so far, would like to make it more. Comes up empty on that one. Wise runs over to second, no throw. Home run hitter Parker Roloff on deck. Off speed pitch, chop back left side. Scooped up, the throw is wide of the bag, and that's going to go to the fence. Both runs are going to score. The Phillies right back in front by 3.
Well, you give up 8, you come back to the plate, you don't hang your head, and you get that lead right back, and now you've got a 3-run cushion with 2 away, and again, another runner in scoring position. That's a play that just tried to rush that throw a little bit too much.
Parker Roloff, a home run his last time up. He's driven in a run each time he's come to the plate this afternoon. RBI single in the first, sacrifice fly in the second, and then the solo shot in the fourth. This one right back through the box. And they're going to send that runner. No, they're going to hold him at third.
Yeah, wise play. The ball came back quickly to the infield. Runners to the corners with 2 away.
Sean Wright.
Number 10, Sean Wright.
Big swing and a miss.
1 for 2. come up with runners at the corners. And they're going to catch him at the plate. Well, we got a ball game. 11-8. When we come back for the 6th.
Seven 7,000 high school students drop out every school day. Let's catch them before it's too late. To start helping students in your community, visit boostup.org.
Jimmy can't sing, and Tommy can't dance, so we're gonna put some ants in their pants. Aww.
Kids will spend 22 minutes watching us, the super duper party troopers, sing about ants in their pants.
Isn't that funny? Ants in their pants, they've got ants in their pants, they've got ants in their pants.
Brushing for 2 minutes now can save your child from severe tooth pain later. 2 minutes, twice a day. They have the time.
Well, the Cardinals rallied. Scored 8 runs in the top of the 5th inning on 5 hits, a couple of walks, and some good heads-up base running. Unfortunately for them, they gave 3 right back in the bottom half of that inning. And now they need those bats to come alive again.
Well, they most certainly do, and that's the rub, the fact that you've got that momentum on your side, you tie it up, and then you allow the Phillies to score 3 and put them back in the driver's seats. And now the Cardinals, the pressure is on them here in the top of the 6th. They continue with their bats.
Now batting for the Cardinals, number 6,
Diego will lead off the inning. And look at his strike. This one rolled to the right side, scooped up by Roloff. He gets to the bag for out number 1.
Now, quick out for the Phillies here in the field in the top of the 6th.
Brendan Sloth 1 for 3. Easily lays off that one. Easy one to take up around the eyes.
We have the A's standing to our left. They're getting ready to take on the Dodgers in the championship game.
That's a good pitch right there from Orlikowski. Evens the count at 1-1. This one high fly. Will it stay in the field? Yes, but well foul and well out of reach from any of the fielders. This one chop foul. Sloth reaches out, fouls that one off. It'll stay 1-2.
Now getting a piece of that ball and keeping his at-bat alive. You need every at-bat, every opportunity here to do the Cardinals.
On a soft line, easy play for Kramer at short. And there's 2 down. At least I think that's Kramer. Is that Kramer? Yep,
yes,
it is.
that is Kramer.
Jackson Aurelius single, and a walk in 3 trips. Need a huge 2-out rally here. Do the Cardinals keep this game alive? Down 3, first pitch hit high to right. Nice sliding catch by Jermu, and this one's over.
Now the Phillies able to come back after being up 8-0, Joe. Allowing the Cardinals to get back in and tying it, but a big inning in there. Bottom half of the 5th allows them to regain that lead. And
yeah, and give credit to the Cardinals for not hanging their heads. They were down by 8. It looked like this one was going to be an easy win for the Phillies, but they came and they rallied hard, scored 8 times in the top of the 5th inning to make it interesting. Unfortunately for them, the Phillies came right back to score 3 and then come out and shut it down in the top of the 6th inning.
Yeah, they did, and as you mentioned, Cardinals can't hold their heads because you know, it could have been, as you talked, could have been a 10-run game at one point, but they did a nice job of getting back into it. And the Phillies said, you know, we had this lead originally, we want to keep it, and they were able to get that win.
And the Phillies will take that 3rd place trophy. We got a championship game coming up a little bit later, but that's going to do it for this edition of CTN Sports. Again, the final score is the Phillies 11, the Cardinals 8. I want to thank everybody out there for joining us to continue to support everything we do here at CTN. For the entire crew, including Mr. Howie Shapiro, I'm Joe Young saying good night.